Gooner, Gooner fam, what's good? We're back with a bit of a special edition. I got a fellow Gooner all the way from London, Dre, decided to join us on. We actually been meaning to do a compilation, but didn't work out. But finally, we have you on. Dre, welcome to GoonerCast, man, and thanks for being on. Maybe you can
Thanks
tell
for having me.
yourself, what made you Arsenal fan, what's it like being a Gooner in London, because we're all the way here in Africa,
Yeah. Thanks for having me on your channel. Hopefully we can do some more collabs in the future. So what happened was I was born here in London, got raised in a family supporting Arsenal. Some uncles didn't, some uncles do. So yeah, majority of my family really support Arsenal. I've got some friends support Arsenal. I grew up around the stadium, around Arsenal. My mum's a big Arsenal fan herself, but it's more my mum's side than my dad's side. But yeah, grew up in Finsbury Park, if that's where Arsenal, everything Arsenal is. Grew up in Finsbury Park, went to school in Finsbury Park, primary and secondary school, college. Is it near Highbury, which is near the old Arsenal stadium. So everything's near Arsenal, really. I've been going to games since I was young. I'm not too sure what age. I think the season when Fabregas was there, when we started playing magical football under Wenger. But I've never been to an away game. That's one fact about me. I've never been to one because I don't know, it's just too far. I'm too young, my mum says, and because I normally go to games myself now because I'm that age. So yeah, my channel called DrawnByDre used to be on Dre AFC Vlogs because I used to do match day vlogs there. So my channel originally was about me going to, because I go to majority of the home games. I said, why not make this an experience where I can record it and let others see what I go through? So I've done 2 vlogs. I've done Arsenal Man United last season when we beat them 2-0. And then I've done Arsenal Sheffield United on my birthday. I think we beat them 2-1. Or we drew 1-1, I think. Yeah, we drew. And yeah, it was good. It was a good period. I'd only done 2 vlogs because the season got shut and because obviously my time schedule, because I didn't go to that because something happened within my family, so that I didn't go to many games. But anyway, my channel, recently I've been doing podcasts on my channel, which is like me and my friends talk about football, as in like from our perspective, from a youth perspective, giving our opinions, stating some facts, some stats as well. Yeah, you can check it out as well. But recently I've every Sunday, so that's live every Friday, and every Friday at 9 o'clock UK time, which is about, Keish was saying something about 11, which is a bit too late for you lot, but if you could check it out, it'll do wonders. And I've got an earlier one on Sunday. Every Friday and Sunday I go live with my friends, which is every Sunday, me and a couple of my friends. So we've got United fans, we've got City fans, we've got Liverpool and Chelsea fans, and our Arsenal fan, which is me, all discuss everything that's happening with our clubs, the direction we're going in, the fixtures which have just got announced, as in like so like United lost 3-1 to Leicester. We talked about that. There's a lot of banter going, which is like jokes in the UK term. So yeah, we just talk about everything really. It's good vibes, good energy over there. And yeah, we keep it in-house because we don't have that many subscribers, but hopefully we can all come up together on this platform. Me, Keish, Old School Gunner, everyone, Arsenal, Alex, all of us in a group, we all come up together, and hopefully we dominate the YouTube world with Arsenal fans, hopefully. And yeah, that's pretty much my story. Right now, well, obviously I'm going live, but I'll be going live Fridays and Sundays, as I mentioned before. I just keep it 100% real all the time. I don't give them fake energy. As in, like, if a player hasn't been performing well, it's time for them to go. Do you know? Not time for them to go. Time for them to get dropped. Like, I may have different opinions from Keish, but that's what it is, isn't it? Everyone's got their own opinion at the end of the day, which ultimately makes us all fans. If I have a different opinion from everyone else, doesn't mean I'm more or less of a fan or they're more or less of a fan. Everyone's the same amount of fan. Just because your channel may be bigger doesn't mean you have a better voice. No, don't necessarily mean that. everyone has a voice, everyone has a channel, not opinion. So yeah, that's my come up on my story. So yeah.
Great, man. Sorry, I forgot to mention your YouTube stuff, but thanks for mentioning it. Yeah, I did watch that. I think it's five-a-side something. I think it was some. Yeah, it was. I forget the name, but it was really cool. I enjoyed it, and I can see you love football. So it's just a commonality. And as you said, we're all fans here. We all have our opinions, and I think that's what makes these things cool. Is that we can chat about this, being from London, being from South Africa, being worlds apart, but we have these Arsenal, we love Arsenal, you know what I mean? We love talking football.
Yeah.
That's what makes it great. And I like the fact that you said, let's hope we dominate the YouTube scene. So I'm hoping to. I love the fact that your guys just like were so open and you want to do collabs, because I kind of kept it within South Africa, trying to showcase our fans. But then when COVID hit here, I tried to expand. And one of the things was to get people from London. It would be nice just to talk, see what it's like. You never know how in common we are, or how out of touch we are. Or maybe you're surprised, we're like, yo, these dudes actually know some stuff about soccer down the side. So yeah, we passionate here, I suppose, as the same as you guys. We follow Premier League, whatever, but obviously with us, we don't have that experience. You'll get that match day experience. For us, it's like, oh, go to the bar kind of thing. But let's just get to, I suppose, the meat of it, why we here, Arsenal, our beloved team, which I'm sure this season's been a tough one, man. But before we get into the season as a whole, let's chat a bit about the few games. Maybe talk us through your reaction on the West Ham. What did you make of it? And obviously the North London derby, man. Like, that must have been a big one, especially being there. Oh, yeah, Arsenal born and bred, So, yeah, it must have been huge for the victory that side as well.
Yeah, so I'll start with the Spurs, the North London derby, right? That game was I was up for it. Most fans were up for it, as in because we couldn't go to the game, obviously, so there's no really that much. It's weird because North London derby and derbies without fans. We'll have to go with it, I mean? Everyone else goes through the same thing. But the North London derby was very eventful in my house. It was very loud. It was, from my perspective, because I just hate Tottenham as well. When they scored the good goal, the Rabona from Lamela, it was a very good goal, as in I couldn't hate on it, as in when you want someone to score against you, you want them to score worldies. You can't let them score the stupid little dead crap goals which we give away. I hate those. The goals that they work for. Second half, good performance from us. We dominated. The whole game practically we dominated, but we didn't take our chances. Because it was a while back. Sorry, I'm trying to remember it. Lacazette scores a penalty. Who scored? Odegaard scored before half time, and Lacazette scores a penalty. It wasn't a 2-1 game. They got off easy with the 2-1. I think we could have beat them 4-1, honestly, because we dominated them the whole game. But we took the 3 points. We move up the table. I think we're 9th now, which is better than 10th at least. So I don't know what else really much to say. We beat Spurs. They got complacent when they played us, as in they thought we were going to come there and beat us because they got Son, Bale, Kane. Do you know what I mean? But it didn't really work out as they planned to. And yeah, ultimately we beat them. And just before you cut me off, I want to say this West Ham game, poor performance, honestly. I respect the fight back, coming back from 3-3. That showed heart. But you can't be 3 down to West Ham in the 30th minute. That's so poor. When I was watching it, I was raging, honestly, because I'm one of the most passionate fans. I was like, what is going on? What is going on? When Antonio scored the 3rd goal, I was like, you don't even look bothered. And it had to be Lingard to score against us. That's the thing. Yeah. Had to be Lingard all the time. All the time.
I agree with. Sorry, carry on.
No. Yeah, so I was just saying had to be Lingard scoring against us. The 2nd goal, we got caught napping. The 3rd goal was just stupidness. And it's in obviously it's not hard. It's going to be hard when a player has a run on you for a defender. But obviously you got to try to do your best. But 3-0 down, I don't understand. But good thing we got a goal before the 2nd half started. Lacazette's, it was an own goal, they called it, but it was Lacazette's goal. It was an own goal. And then Saka had the chance to put us up to make it go to 3-2. But ultimately, I don't think he was even fit for that game, to be honest. I think he needs to be benched because he's been worked about, and he was carrying an injury as well, which he got against Spurs, which I don't understand, the poor man management. But ultimately, Saka missed his the chance. Second half came out, and then who was it? Who scored the Oh, another own goal. Good play by Chambers. Yeah. Chambers, good play, and Lacazette gets the equaliser, 3-3.
How was your emotion on that equalizer, man?
I was like,
I'm sure Oz must have been like going crazy for 3-3.
Yeah. Well, not really going crazy. I was like, yes. I wanted the win because the way we were playing, I wanted the win. I said, no, we can get one more. Honestly. And when Martinelli came on, it gave me some belief because Aubameyang, I don't know how he squeezed, I don't know, 81 minutes, 70 something minutes. But I mean, like when someone's performing crap, no matter if you're the captain or whoever you are, take him off. Honestly, if you're having a bad game, take him off. And that goes for goalkeepers as well. I mean, like going back to when we lost, I think 3-1 or 4-1 to City in the cup, and we played Runnison, and he wasn't having a good game. Take him off. I mean, like you've got 5 subs in the cup games. Take him off. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so that's it. What I can say.
Just those 2 games, but no, you're right. I think the Tottenham game, it was a good win. We needed that win, but the West Ham game, it just summed up our season. You know, like we have some brilliance, and then we have some moments of just like disappointment. And Lingard, look, the first goal was good, but just after that, that 30 minutes was just like not the Arsenal. And you even heard Arteta say like, we can't. That's not the Arsenal I want to see, or whatever he said. But he said we can't be. And I get what you mean. Like we should be winning it. We shouldn't be like, yes, we 3-3, but you know, we put ourselves in that position. Now we got to drag ourselves back just to go get 3 points. You know, and that's been the story of our season. But in all honesty, that's the league, and all we really have is kind of Europa. So maybe we'll chat a bit there. How is your feeling on Europa? Obviously, the Olympiacos game was a bit disappointing. Aubameyang, again, as you mentioned, you know, hasn't been performing, still starting, not really getting subbed at crucial moments where you want to see somebody else come in and make a difference. Because a lot of people, and I'm sure maybe you might agree, that Martinelli is only getting 9 minutes, 10 minutes a game. You know, it's at least give him 15 to 20. You know, that's a bit fair. So, yeah, what you feeling about Europa going into Olympiacos and our Olympiacos? And then
well,
I think it's Slavia Prague. Sorry, Slavia.
Yeah, Slavia. Yeah, because we beat Olympiacos. So, well, I'll talk from the Benfica game because I haven't been on it before. I mean, like we put ourselves in a bad situation, as in like Benfica were a decent team. I mean, like we had to get the last minute goal from Aubameyang. Obviously, made us go through. Olympiacos. I mean, like I can't. It was such a while ago. I can't remember the score. I think we beat. I think we 2-1.
3-1.
Oh yeah. That was it. Yeah. So I'm forgetting my. Yeah, El Neni scored the last minute. Yeah. But I think this is my opinion, right? If El Neni didn't get the third goal, if El Neni never got it and it was 2-1, I think the second game where we lost 1-0, I think we would have played better. That's because I think the third goal El Neni is like, all right, cool, we settled it. We got 3 away goals. We're all right now. And then all they had to do, Olympiacos, was get 3 goals, and then they beat us because it was 3-1 ultimately, and we had to. But I mean, like the second game, poor performance from everyone. Poor performance. I mean, like we didn't take our chances. Aubameyang was moving crap. Like I remember the chance that he went one-on-one and he chipped it wide. I mean, like that was so stupid. Like obviously, on another day he would have banged that in, but I don't know, when we needed him the most, he went missing. So, well, good thing we're through. We're playing Slavia Prague now. They beat Leicester and they beat Rangers. So I don't think they're someone to be messed with. But I'm hearing recent claims that they're a racist team or something like that. So I don't know if the player that might have said it might be banned, or maybe the whole club, because the whole club are taking the player's side. I mean, like I didn't watch the game because I was watching the Arsenal game, but I don't know my opinions on that. I mean, like, if it's racist, then get him out of the game. Honestly, get him gone. Do you know what I mean? We have to kick it out. But if the player does play, and like, I mean, the whole world is with us apparently. It's because I've got fans that support United, Spurs, Chelsea, and they say we want you to beat him. We want you. Like, I don't care if you don't win it, or we want you lot to beat them because they're so racist. So I said, fair enough, we got to beat him. But this is the most Arsenal thing. Everyone's with us to beat the team, and we go mess it up. But I think we got rid of the dead mentality players like Mustafi, Kolasinac, the mistake-prone players like Socrates, which is very good. But I mean, like, we still got Granit Xhaka. Do you know what I mean? I mean, like, if you wanted to do it properly. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's my opinions. I mean, I think we could go through because I've got faith in my team. But yeah, we'll see what Slavia Prague bring in the first leg. And it's very good. I might add this point that we've got the home. I think we've got the home leg first, so that means that will be better because when we play away, we get the away goals. Sometimes it's never enough. So I prefer to go home and get a clean sheet, hopefully, and in the second game, just go and score. Honestly, just go out and attack. That's what's better.
You know, I agree with that. That will be better. I didn't know it was home first, so that would be cool. You know, at least slap them up at the Emirates and then go away and do a job or hold a clean sheet there. You'd be good. But yeah, I did hear the racist stuff, so we got a job to do. I think we're fighting for more than just Europa League now. And it was nice because the Rangers, I think the guy in Rangers that got attacked like was getting racially abused. You know, they played Celtic and they have such a rivalry. Like their captain went up to like, yo, dude, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that.
It's actually so nice because like it shows, man, it has to be eliminated, and Premier League's doing everything that they can. Well, the whole world's trying to do it, but yeah, you still get these type of places where they exist. I just feel sorry. I hope there's no kind of anything that happens to our players. You know what I mean? Like they get it on the way. We don't want any of that. So, and I hope it's not like Arteta is scared to play like certain types of players because of nationalities or race, because these guys might do silly stuff. So that's just a bit of a concern for me because I've seen it happen at certain places. So I hope it's not one of those. But enough with like I suppose we went into too much like analytics there. We spoke about, but maybe we'll just like go into some jovial chats here. Like the one thing I wanted to ask, like this season, I don't know, you can tell me towards the end what your feeling is about this season. We're in an international break, which I think is needed from the emotions we went through with our team over the past few weeks, especially from December. A bit of a rise, bit of a fall, but now we have a bit of a break. So what you making of a few players, man? Like what's your perception on Partey? Because I want to talk about the new additions in the team. Partey, Gabriel, and Odegaard coming in, and then also choose like maybe two players that you felt that like just made this season something special out of nothing. To be fair, we didn't really have much this season to talk about.
Yeah, true. So I'll speak on the new signings quickly. We signed Odegaard in January. He's been a good buy since. I mean, like I think sometimes he's too one-footed, like too much on the left foot, which is he tries to force. But we'll have to see if people catch him out after that, because I could see that from a fan watching him from home. Good shot on him, good pass on him for the goal against the second goal with Chambers when he crossed it in and got an own goal. The reverse pass, that was very good. Odegaard being a good player since, if we could, he's a lone player, sign him up. Partey, good player. He signed already, but very good player. I see what he does. He's not a player. I mean, don't give him the ball to shoot, first of all. I mean, like, don't let him shoot. Honestly, obviously, give the ball away. Get past the ball to someone else. Let him shoot. Please, he needs to do some shooting drills or something. Because it's funny because he's always in the areas, but he never, like, gets on. Like, he had one shot against United, which was on target, which he leased a long shot, and it was on target. All right, fair enough. So ever since then, off target, Rose. Where is it going?
Target. Like, it's funny, like how off target it is. You're just like,
yeah,
it's okay, it's Partey. We understand.
Yeah, that's the thing. But his job is not to shoot and score. His job is just clean up the mess, help Xhaka, win the ball, pass it on, drive the ball. So yeah, he does a good job. I mean, keep him obviously. He's one of our better players in the club, one of the best players. Who else do we have? Who else is it? Gabriel, awesome buy. I mean, he's so young. He's like a leader at the back. He's quick as well. He's not slow. He's not slow one bit. He's quick as well. Good recovery. Do you know what I mean? Can play the ball. He's very good. I mean, like he's one of our players for the season because he's won 3 Player of the Month so far. Do you know what I mean? He's been very good. I mean, like he got hit. I'm not gonna make the excuse, but he got hit with COVID and everything. But you know what I mean? It takes a while recovering from that, and yeah, he's been good ever since. I mean, he had a couple crap games, but ultimately, it's his first season in the league. Do you know what I mean? He's going to have some mistakes where he's not used to certain teams, like Sheffield United. He's not used to how they play. But I mean, like very good player, one for the future. I mean, keep him. He's in our start 11 now all the time. Very good. Who else did we sign? Who else was it? Did we sign anyone? Willian.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't mention him for a reason though, but I suppose you can. You can talk about him. No one has anything.
Willian is, yeah. Willian is hot and cold, as in like he can bang 1 week, as in like be good 1 week. The next 3 weeks he could be crap. Do you know what I mean? Like, if there was a chance to buy or sell him, I would have sold him. I mean, like we don't need a 31-year-old or older Brazilian winger in his like seeking his last months in his contract to play at our club. I mean, like we've got Martinelli, we've got Pepe, we've got Saka, we've got Smith Rowe could go out there. You know what I mean? We've got options. So, do you know what I mean? I don't think. I mean, like with Willian, I mean, like if he was on a 1 year, I wouldn't extend it. I mean, like he's good. He's good. He brings like energy to the camp, as in like he's good friend with Luis. He's experienced. He can give experience to Martinelli because they're both Brazilian. Do you know what I mean? But I wouldn't. I mean, like he's been a bad buy this summer. I mean, that's one bad buy. Who else really? Matt Ryan, very good. As in, like he's a great second choice keeper. I mean, like he's one of the better second choice. I mean, like he was starting first choice for Brighton, and everyone liked him. So as in, like he's second choice now. Very good. That's it really. I can't really think of anyone else. But you asked the two of our best players this season. It has to go to Saka. Saka is one of our best players this season. I mean, like a 19-year-old kid carrying us this season, creating opportunities for us. Very good. Do you know what I mean? Excellent. One of the best players, probably one of the best youngsters in the league. I mean, like Foden's 20, Saka's 19. Do you know what I mean? I mean, Foden's been in a better team, although he's shining out. I mean, like Saka, he's performing in this crap team, which is he's that one. He's clear of everyone else. You've got to put Gabriel in there because he's won 3 Player of the Month at our club from being a new buy. He's one of our players of the season. Another one you got to talk about Lacazette. I mean, like he does more than getting goals. Like when Aubameyang, like this is the thing with Aubameyang and Lacazette, right? Aubameyang scores goals, right, and gets a couple assists now here and there. But other than that, what does he do? That's the same thing. But Lacazette, he brings hold up play. The ball sticks to his feet. He gets goals. He gets assists. He links everyone up. I mean, like I'm not hating on Aubameyang, but he ultimately he's more of an Arteta player. Do you know what I mean? But if you're looking at it, Lacazette fits the team more than Aubameyang, and that's just the way we play up front. I mean, like our striker, we're playing like a Liverpool role where he drops back and that the wingers go forward. But Lacazette's got the only downside of Lacazette, he's got to get more goals. He can't be our main striker or have a striker and go 10 goals a season. We need at least 17. Do you know what I mean? Go up there with Mo Salah and all of them, or I don't know who else is it. But yeah, that's my opinion, really.
His pivot play is amazing. Eh? Lacazette just has something about him. I love him. I love him because he just,
I like Lacazette, yeah.
He can just change a game, like 1 or 2 touches, and then link up between him, Smith Rowe, and Saka over the last few weeks has just been like, wow. I also want to ask you this, like Saka is born and brought like homebred vibe, you know, from obviously, what's the vibe like about him to have such a young player from the academy, like just shining? Like, is it more of a shock, or were people knew he was talented, or what's the,
yeah.
You know?
Yes, we knew Saka was a big talent ever since that when Emery put him onto the scene. Even before that, in the youth games, very good. Same like how Balogun is, you know Balogun. Yeah. Same way Balogun is appreciated. But you have like talent, and it's in like you've got levels. So you've got the best, which is Saka, and you've got like down there, which is like someone like, I don't know, in Nketiah. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to hate on Nketiah, but I mean he's not the player that we ultimately want to move forward. I mean, like he's an old school number 9 in Nketiah. Like he's someone in the box who gets the tap ins. He's like a Bamiyang, but he hasn't got speed as much. He's like a fox in a box. They describe him as. But I mean, like he goes to another team and do well. I mean, I think he's another Premier League player. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he's Championship. He could fit in the Championship, I understand, but I mean, because he's young, he's got more to learn. Do you know what I mean? But because he supports Arsenal, that's why everyone has a thing for him. Everyone loves him because he's an Arsenal homebred talent. That's Nketiah. But going back to Saka, I mean, like Saka, very good player. We knew much about him in the academy, us Londoners, but more you lot wouldn't really. I don't think if you lot watched some videos online and you see what goes on.
Those kind of like youth video online. Maybe we watch a under 18 Arsenal game here and there if we can get a stream. But like we don't have like the kind of ear to the street vibe, you know, unless people post it on Twitter, something like that, you know. Then we
yeah. Well, Arsenal, because me as well. I'm not too invested in the youth. That's the thing. I'm more main team, as in like I watch the main team. I don't really watch the under 23s, under 21s. I mean, like if it's on, I'll give it a watch. But I heard we lost 3-0 to Blackburn the other day or something like that, which is crazy. But I mean, like I'm more first team of Arsenal. So I mean, like there's a couple of my friends who go to the Arsenal Academy as well. They because we all live like close together, and we've been friends at secondary school. I mean, like a couple of my friends support going to Arsenal Academy, the Arsenal Hub, and they knew about Saka. So they told me about Saka within school, and yeah, he came out to be how he is now, quality player. So that's it about Saka, really.
Yeah, for me, it's just shocking, like the levels he can attain to, and he's just growing. He's still young. He's 19, man. I think about when I was 19, I'm like, no, dude, this guy's on another level. But it's great to see, and it shows we have good foundations there, you know, coming through. But as it is hard to make the first team, and I think he took it by the horns, and he's now a star. I think this season wouldn't be much without Saka. But yeah, let's talk a little bit more about the season, and we can go into a bit about like you supporting Arsenal, maybe some moments that you can share with us as a London Gooner. But for your overall, what did you make of the season? I waited till the end, sorry. What did you make of the season so far, and what do you think we can do? We got what, 2 more months? There's 2 more months, and then it's done. So
yeah,
what's achievable for us at this point from what you've seen?
Well, from this season, we just got. I've looked at our fixtures, right, and no offense to any other team out there who's listening to this and feels offended, but I think we can win. We could go on a little streak now and win a couple of games. I mean, like the games that we've got. I'll pull them up now. 1 minute, but we've got a good running.
Like Liverpool, Everton, and Chelsea are the tough ones in the last 12 or last 10.
Yeah. So when we come back from international break, we've got Liverpool, right? I mean, like Liverpool are not the best of form. Liverpool are not the best team of last season. I think we could go out there, and we're at home as well. I think we could do a job on them. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I mean, then we've got Slavia Prague, the home leg. I think we could beat them. Sheffield United in between both Europa League games, which is decent. Sheffield United. Then we've got Fulham. Then the tough one, which is Everton. Everton might do something. Then if we go through the Europa League, we've got the semi-finals. And in between that, we've got Newcastle, right? Then after that, after the semi-final, we've got West Brom, Chelsea, Palace, and then Brighton. Yeah, winnable games. It's not hard games. Like, as some Arsenal fans said, I spoke to when we got the fixtures announced, I prefer to play the harder teams at the beginning, get them over and done with, and at the end, when everyone else has got the harder games, we pick up points and get the easy games, 3 points, 3 points, 3 points. We keep them coming. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully, we do that. We don't slip and we don't bottle it. But I mean, like, we could rack up a couple good points then, go up in the table because how everything's close in the table. I mean, like, it's everything to play for. Other teams are going to be doing that job as well. Do you know what I mean? We've got Chelsea, Liverpool, Everton, which are the tough games, really, notably there. We've got the Europa League legs as well. But I mean, hopefully we do a job and we actually do well and we will do what we're meant to do and win the games, honestly. And we got the Europa. I mean, like, with Europa League, excuse me, with the Europa League, we've got we've got the 2 games against Slavia Prague. I mean, like, the games are spaced out good. As in, like, we've got easier games like with Sheffield United and Newcastle in between both games. I mean, like, if it was a Man City, it'll be harder. Do you know what I mean? So I think we could win the Europa League, hopefully. And yeah, that's it, really. What was the other question you asked? Sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to say, what did you think? How are we going to finish off in the league and Europa League, like the end of the season? What did you make? You pretty much gave it. Do you have a position you want us to finish, maybe?
Nah, I don't have a position. We'll see how it goes.
Better than 8, let's hope, you know. Or 8 can work.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's been a tough year. I'm sure you haven't experienced, well, the last 2 seasons like this, being a Gooner, you know, and being obviously part of that, watched the Wenger reign, being in Highbury and all of that. We were some team. But so maybe you can take us back, your favorite, one of your best moments at a match, and maybe your favorite player or the craziest thing you've seen a player do, like maybe you saw Fabregas dribble like 3 people live and score a goal. I don't know, you know, like, yeah, I don't know, like from your moments. And then as a Gooner, what it's like, man, being in London, watching the game, you know, what's the match day experience? Just share your thoughts, because like for us, you know, we see all of it on TV, and then YouTube actually is the only thing that introduced us to like people like you, for example, that are London Gooners, do your vlogs, and we see you walking to the game and we're like, yo, this is nice. You know, now we actually have like, we in the stadium with you. It feels like it because we know the songs, we know everything. We just never felt that. And like, to be fair, like we want to thank you guys for actually opening that up to show us. Most of the time we're listening to pundits and listening to guys like that. And yeah, you know, Ian Wright's a big fan, don't get me wrong, but like to see you guys out there, to see the passion, to see it, it's the same, but you know, you guys are just standing outside the Emirates or sitting on the pitch there. So yeah, just share your views on that, man, like your personal opinion.
Well, what I've learned, right, over the years I've been like doing this YouTube thing. Well, last year, 2020, I started. What I begin to realize, right, is if you want to know about football, watch fan channels because they're the way forward. Don't listen to stupid pundits because they're all with the media, right? So with the media, they want a pundit to portray some certain way, like how Roy Keane's meant to be the hard man, Neville and Carragher are meant to be bantering with each other. That's on Sky Sports. But if you want to listen to someone's point of view of a fan on a game, listen to a fan. Do you know what I mean? All the fans, like even with this lockdown thing, they do their own thing, like how I'm doing it with you. We have our own talk show, whatever, or they do their own video after. But you're meant, if you're like really want to have an honest opinion, you listen to a fan. Don't listen to the media because they just say certain things and they bring out some stupid stats like from 2002. Like who even cares about that? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, talking about famous moments. Well, I was born in 2003, right? So that means I'm like 18 now. So I wasn't there to go to the Highbury games, right? I went there. I was too young. Highbury got destroyed in 2005 and 2006. Well, I'm not really too sure what year it was, but I did when I was young. As in, like when I was young, I used to go to like watch games with Fabregas. I mean, like I was young. Everyone would think, "Oh, you're young. You don't remember it." I remember it. Honestly, I remember everything. All the games are going there because I've got a good memory, right? Van Persie, Henri coming back against Leeds. Wow, what a moment. Wow. Arshavin. I mean, I watched games on TV with the Arshavin goal, 4 goals against Liverpool. I was on, watched it on TV. I mean, like, wow, we got good moments, but I mean, like, I'll give you a couple moments that I love and I hate. I mean, I'll start with the hate. When Wenger sold all our good players to Man City and United, the one that hurt me most was Van Persie. to going to United, honestly. Because I used to idolize Van Persie as like good striker. Do you know what I mean? Left-footed like me. I'm left-footed as well. Like Van Persie, what a good player. But ultimately, he came up a couple of years ago and he said there were no ambition. I mean, like, from what I've seen, right, I'm going to answer a couple of questions I want to propose to myself. If you people, I've got people asking me, who's the best player you've seen at the Emirates? The best player who took Emirates alive? Alexis Sanchez. He's by far better a player than Aubameyang. That's what everyone was like. Aubameyang, he won us the FA Cup. Sanchez, his drive, his energy that we saw live, he would shout to Wenger, put me on, I'm gonna win us a game. And he done it. That's the thing. I used to when I go to the games, you couldn't see that on the TV. He used to argue, he used to hate it.
In 2015, when we finished second, him and Uzo that season, unstoppable.
Sanchez was something else. He was a mentality monster. Like, he always used to win us games, do it for himself. I mean, that's the thing that I like. Aubameyang is more like a passive person, but I mean, like, Sanchez was more of a captain material than Aubameyang. I mean, like, if you want to look at it like that. But going something else, you asked me to say 2 moments that I enjoyed. Giroud's scorpion kick was a good one. That was a good one. And I was there live. I watched it. Oh my God. That was a good one. I mean, like, and another one which I hated, I was there live against Olympiacos last season at home. Oh my God. I was pissed. I was pissed. Oh my God, that's a stupid thing with us.
We're so heartbroken here as well. We just like sat there at the bar, just like we couldn't leave. We're like, this is real, like, everyone.
Yeah. I know. Very stupidness. And the 4-1 against Chelsea when we lost in the final. Oh my God, I hated that. I didn't go to Baku, so I was on the TV watching it. I was pissed. I was honestly.
I looked at 75 minutes for that game. I went home. I was like, no.
I mean, like, and it was the thought of Giroud scored against us as well.
Yeah, but you know what? You were right. You had the first point. We sell a lot of these dudes. I always feel like just send them out of England. Like, why spend within England? Van Persie also hurt me. I love Van Persie. Like, I loved him. I just felt he was like a bit. His time at Arsenal was a bit unlucky. He was injured for like 7 seasons, and the 1 season or 2 seasons that he wasn't, he was like top goal scorer. So, you already knew what you had with him. It was just like keeping him fit. I don't know why he was injured so badly, but the one person I want to ask you that I really love, I know Fabregas is up there. There's a lot of players that are up there, but what was it like seeing Santi Cazorla, man, like on that pitch, like playing? Like, that guy's a little magician, unsung hero.
Keish, let me tell you this now. Sorry to cut you off.
No.
On my podcast the other day, I said with the Arsenal special with Old School Gunner, we were talking about who's your favorite player for Arsenal. He said Dennis Bergkamp, and then I seen within my life, because I wasn't alive when Ian Wright was playing. Do you know what I mean? I went alive. I mean, like, I sort of caught of Henri because I was like, what? I was just born when we won the Invincibles. Do you know what I mean? But I still watched it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, the best player. My favorite player for Arsenal personally, Santiago Cazorla. He was something else. Honestly, he had the mentality as well, like Sanchez. I mean, like, he would try to win us a game. He had the skill, both footness, the shooting, the pass. Oh my God, he had everything. He could defend sort of as well. I mean, like, the free kick against Hull in the FA Cup final 2014. Oh my God, that made me fall in love with him. No homo. I mean, like, Cazorla, one of my favorite players for Arsenal ever. Not one of my favorite player for Arsenal that I've seen alive. He was on the Emirates. I mean, I was young at the time. I didn't really go to that much games. This is like 2014 time he came, so I was about year 7. So I didn't really do that much. I didn't really go to that much. I was more concentrated on school. But I mean, like, I watched the football. I wanted to watch it at home. I didn't go to the games, but I watched it at home. But I did catch Cazorla in a couple of games that I went to on the weekend, like Champions League games that we're eventually in the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, he's what a player Cazorla is, and yeah, one of my favorite my favorite player of Arsenal.
Okay, great. I love him. Like I feel sorry for the time that he was at Arsenal. If he was there like a few years before, a few years after, he would have had the quality to actually win us the league, because he's another player. And I'm actually so glad he's still playing, like he's still doing things, because it was sad what happened to him, like the injuries he went through and all of that stuff. So it's great that he's still at it. The one guy I want to ask you about, I don't know how you feel about him, but what was your whole thing about Wenger, man? Like, obviously you saw Wenger, like I idolize him. I was part of the Wenger out kind of thing. Well, not part of it. I was like, look, it looks like his time might come to an end. But I just want to get like your perception on Wenger, what it was like. And were you there on the last day? What was that like? I'm not sure if you went. But either way,
so
watch it.
With Wenger, right? I mean, like when I was born, right? Everything's been Wenger. Everything's been Wenger. I mean, like no different managers. You know what I mean? Mm. And fun fact, my uncle, right, met Wenger because he was a mascot. He was a mascot for, it's like in the 90s. My uncle was a mascot for Arsenal. He led them up for a pit. I forgot what game. And he met Wenger. He met all the legends, right? Which was a little fact about me. But yeah, he met Wenger and everything. So he's been to my nan's house and everything, Finsbury Park. Very good man he is, I've heard about. But I've never met him myself. I mean, like Wenger, very gentleman, always had time for fans, honestly, cared about their opinion. But the latter years in his career was bad. He should have left after an FA Cup win. I can't remember which one. I think against Chelsea, the 2017 one. Everyone said he should have left after Hull. Then he should have left after Villa when we beat him in the FA Cups. Then he should have left after Chelsea. My opinion was he should have left after Chelsea. I mean, like, there's no need for an extra season. Do you know what I mean? But he didn't leave. Greed got to him because he was on that high contract. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I didn't go to the last game. The tickets are sold out because they got it done. I was going to buy a ticket for the last game, but I thought, oh, why not? It's a dry game to hit Burnley. Then it came out that he's retiring. It's his last game. I was like, oh, crap. I looked at the tickets. It's all sold out. So I said, oh, no. So I didn't go to the game. I watched it on TV. It's recorded downstairs. But, I mean, like, professional gentleman. I mean, like, class. He had so much class, Wenger. I mean, like he had obviously had spats with different manager, but that's given. Do you know what I mean? It's rivalry. I mean, like, they don't hate him. But, yeah, Wenger was such a good manager in his early career. And, like, maybe up to he played beautiful football in 2007-8 season. That towards the end of his career, he kind of lost the dressing room, I think. And the fans of Wenger out. I was for Wenger out as well. I didn't want him in because, I mean, we needed a change. Do you know what I mean? But the thing is with Wenger out, with me, I didn't want Wenger out, get anyone in. I wanted Wenger out, but get a good manager in. Do you know what I mean? I didn't want Unai Emery. I didn't want Arteta. I wanted Carlo Ancelotti. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're Arsenal Football Club. How can Everton Football Club be more attractive for you to go to? Because they've got money. We've got money, but we can't guarantee him a certain amount of money. Like, in my opinion, Carlo Ancelotti was the ideal person. I mean, like, he's won it all. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, ultimately we got Unai Emery. Waste of a season that was. A season and a half. I mean, like, he got us to the final of the Europa League. We got bullied that game. I mean, 4-1. I mean, like, is that what? I mean, like, me and a couple of Arsenal fans were saying, because do you remember, like, the 18-19 season when Emery was manager, right? And like we were like 5th or something. Do you remember when Mustafi and Xhaka slid in and gave the red got booked and gave him a penalty to win at Brighton to win the game? Do you remember Emery, his last like 5 games of the season when we all lost, drew? I think we won 1 or whatever, I don't know. But at that moment, I was thinking, hold on a minute, we're on a bad form. Do you know what I mean? Europa League play our best team. We didn't. We done stupidness, and from that moment, I've said Wenger's got to go after the final. Me and a couple of Arsenal fans said, He's got to go after this. You can't do that for us, man. 6 games, lost, draw, and then go to the Carabao, not Carabao Cup, the Europa League final, and lose it 4-1 to Chelsea. That will be forever a meme, but hopefully...
As well, just before that bad run you're talking about, we could have made top 4. We would have had Europa. You know what I mean? And then it's like he couldn't close the season. It felt like towards the end, he didn't know how to manage. Because you know what it's like in Premier League. Those last 10 games is not easy. Everybody's playing for everything. So you got to know. And I think Wenger did that well. Like last 10 games, his record was actually quite impressive. You know, he knew what to do to end the season well. I think maybe just be strong, keep playing well, keep achieving what you want. But us, it just was poor. As you said, that Brighton one, it's taking me back. Sorry, I needed to go into the archives there. But yeah, there were a few other games where we had to, it was just like I remember we put like 3 DMs and then we end up losing like 1-0 or 2-0. I mean, like at a point where we shouldn't be losing these, we need top 4. Yeah, I get what you mean. A lot of people were like Emre out. I was surprised he even lasted like 6 months. Was it 6 months or half the season for the next season? I think that's what showed his everything he could do. That was the part.
Yes. Yeah. What else is to say? So yeah, I thought Emery should have went, but I don't think Emery was a good replacement for Wenger. I mean, like waste of a season and a half. Then everyone was Emery out in that September, October times, November when it was like when we lost when we drew 2-2 to Palace, and then we lost to Frankfurt. That's when he got sacked. And when Xhaka like told us to F off, I was at that game as well. Funny enough, I was at the game. Yeah, I was at the game, but the atmosphere was hostile. People twist it, right? This is the situation with Xhaka. I'm going to break it down. People twist it. Because when Xhaka was coming off, right, I think we're losing 2-1 or I think it was 2-2 or something to get the win. I can't remember the scoreline. Xhaka, when he got subbed, right, and we're going to bring on, I forgot who we were bringing on. We were meant to bring on someone for Xhaka, right? Xhaka was walking off, right? Xhaka was walking off. Then we started to boo. That time to move, you know what I mean? We need to win the game. We need to move. Do you know what I mean? So most fans started booing, and then he took it offensively. He took it personally, and then he started cupping his ears and told us to F off. But he wouldn't say it to a majority of our faces. Do you know what I mean? Xhaka, what a joke. And then I don't think he's good enough for the club. Ultimately, that's my opinion. Like recently, he done an interview for the Swiss team, and he said, some fans criticize me but don't know my role in the team. What is your role then? To lose the ball and give a goal away? Do you know what I mean? The goal against Burnley. Do you remember when he passed it across? He just stupid mistakes in him.
Against Burnley, that stupid red card. You know what I mean? The problem is like players make mistakes. His mistakes cost us games. I think that's what's the difference. You know, like making mistakes, but it's not costing us games. You know, maybe he's not getting us goals or assists. But Xhaka, I'm sure out of 20 mistakes, like 18 have cost us points. Like it's like that, you know. It's like David Luiz. He's in a position where if he makes a mistake, there's gonna be a goal, or we're gonna be, which is understandable because he's a defender. But Xhaka, you know, like it's just weird. And yeah, I don't know. We were talking about it. I released another show the other day. We were like, what does this guy have that every manager doesn't want to drop him? Like nobody wants to drop him. Like it's weird. Like what does he do? What does he have? See, well, like maybe he has like he's like a gangster dude. Maybe he threatens people. I don't know. Like what is he doing that's like not allowing him to get dropped? Because as you said, there's no attributes that we see. So it has to be something that's like, what's it, invisible? Like he talks very well to people. He's polite to leadership qualities. I don't know, because he's passing the ball forward today, which helps. And he's got good ability to find a pass like in the air. Okay, sure. But like that's kind of basics, man. Like, you know what I mean? If you're a soccer player, that's like 101, you know, soccer, like air through ball, you know, like passing on forward. So for me, it's just unusual, but we'll just have to see. But Dre, man, thanks so much for sharing everything, you know, coming on. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we took a bit of time, but it was lekker, or it was good. Sorry, lekker is South African saying for it was nice. Yeah, it was very, very nice, man. I appreciate everything you said coming on, sharing your perspective as a London Gooner. I don't know if you have any last thoughts or last requests, anything, or maybe you want to ask me something. I did a lot of talking, so yeah.
Nothing. Nothing. Is it? I just got one question. You see, when it's an early kickoff for us, when it's like 12:30, midday, 11 o'clock, sometimes even, is it like a bit of a? Do you not really get up in the morning and say, "Oh, let's go and watch it"? It's like because you lot behind or in front. I keep forgetting. You lot are.
What's the time there now? It's probably like.
It is. It's 12:55.
Yeah, so it's almost there. It's 14 for 2:55. Yeah, so we in front, I think.
Oh, so it's all right for you lot then.
Yeah, it's all right. The only problem is early kickoffs with Arsenal are bad luck. Like, it spoils you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, I think the only issue is you can't really drink at like 2 in the afternoon. But yeah, when we're losing, it's worth it. And if we win, it's worth it. So it's all right. It's just become, it's not that bad, to be fair. I think the later games were quite an issue. I think you guys were playing at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night there. So it's like
the latest kickoff is at 8.
Yeah, so it's like 10, 11 here or 10 here. So it's like
that would be good though. That would be good. I mean, I'd enjoy that at 10 o'clock watching a game. Do you know what I mean? Or 11 o'clock watching a game. Do you know what I mean? I'd enjoy it. But like, how's was it South Africa? What part of South Africa are you from again?
From Johannesburg. Well, I'm actually from. I don't know if you know South Africa. I'm actually from like KwaZulu-Natal, but I stay in Johannesburg now.
Johannesburg. So is it proper hot over there as well?
Yeah, it's Africa vibes, It's like, it's hot. It's dryish, hot, heat, yeah. But it's cold today. It's like, today is like a London day with rain, overcast. It's like, yeah, Johannesburg is like main province, you could say. It's Cape Town that everyone knows. Johannesburg.
Yeah.
Nelson Mandela and stuff from this place.
I just Googled it. Yeah, just see it. Yeah, I just Googled it. You just read it out.
Well, that's what people know, man. Trevor Noah, Nelson Mandela. Well, Stephen Pienaar, if you know Stephen Pienaar, he's from South Africa.
Yeah. Stephen Pienaar, yeah.
There's a Leeds guy, Lucas Radebe, the captain.
Didn't South Africa host the World Cup once, innit?
Yeah, 2010. Yeah, 2010 World Cup.
Yeah. How was that?
That was amazing, man. That's like probably the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I've never seen.
Did you go to a game?
Yeah, I went for a semis. I went for 2, Spain, Switzerland. Spain lost. It was a group game.
Yeah.
And I went to the semis, Spain, Germany. That was like I got to see everything. Like all the
you got to see good players and that. Yeah. That was when Germany was actually decent.
1-0, so but it was a good goal.
Oh, okay.
So Puyol, like later.
Yeah, Puyol. Yeah. And when South Africa scored the goal and they done a little dance, that was good. That was good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, that's our guy, Shabalala. That goal was like
Shabalala.
That goal, bro, like the whole country is like, I don't know, like I suppose the Euros will be like that for you guys, because you have a really strong team. I feel England has a really good team. But when they scored that goal, like, we're not good at soccer here. We're okay. We knew we're not going far. Like, to be fair.
Yeah, just make the most of it. Yeah.
And that goal was just a screamer. Like, everybody. I started hugging, like, I used to work in a restaurant. I was hugging the kitchen staff, hugging like the car guards that are outside there, because like it's like our guy just scored a goal, like everyone scored a goal. So even when Suarez did what he did, he did that ball thing.
Yeah.
Everyone was angry. Like everyone here was angry because like Ghana was like our last hope for Africa. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Yeah, so it was like but it was nice, but it's an experience. I suppose it's like a match day weekend for you guys, but like a World Cup vibes, and FIFA, they really organize a really good tournament. I'm not sure if
I did like the 2010 World Cup, but I did like the 2014 as well. The Brazil good, that was really good. That was a really good one. My brother, funny enough, said from the beginning, even before it started, he said Germany gonna win this, Germany gonna win, and they won.
Yeah, but to be fair, they've been inching it. They've been semi-finals, third place, semi-finals, third.
Yeah.
For a while, so. From the 2002, I watched it with Brazil. When I saw that game there, they were unlucky. And I was like, they're going to revenge. And Brazil in the World Cup at home, they've never done well. But to catch 7 like that, I was crying for them. I love Brazil. That's like my team sport. Because like South Africa, we don't make it out the group stage.
Yeah.
It has to change like after the group stage.
Yeah.
Are you looking? Oh yeah, Lars, are you looking forward to the Euros, man? Like I'm sure that's quite a lacquer tournament. Where is it? Not this year. Where is it?
Wait, I don't know.
Or are you a big international? Like, do you follow England and stuff? Quite? Are you like a
No,
fan?
I don't. I mean, if England are one on because we play such boring football, honestly, because we play some boring football, I don't really watch it. You know what I mean? Some because like I can't watch England. You play Maguire, Eric Dyer at defense, and Trippier. You want me to watch that? I'm bored. You know what I mean? But hopefully,
England football. It's like you guys have such good players there, but like the style just it's like it's just like yeah. But that's what I'm hoping. This like Saka, Foden, you know what I mean? Grealish. Well, when he comes back, you know, guys like that. Well, what's his name? Lingard, Rashford. You know, young
yeah,
Sterling. You know,
Saka as well.
yeah, you know, Saka, I'm so happy for that guy because he's from kind of from Africa, so you know we're happy. You know, we'll claim.
Yeah. It's in Rome.
Oh, that would be cool. But you guys, obviously,
Yeah.
hopefully, you they said May or something. Things might get back to normal with soccer, so
Yeah.
you guys can go for the Euros.
Yeah. Exactly.
But Dre, it's been a pleasure, man. I really appreciate it. Maybe we'll catch you.
No
Maybe
worries.
catch you on next one, or I'll join you. But yeah, we opened up a
Yeah.
good yeah, it was really nice. I really appreciate you taking the time all the way from London. Whereabouts exactly? So you like actually where Arsenal is, the town. Like,
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
sorry, we must know. We don't know. Like, I just know like Highbury is that a town? Is Highbury a town?
So what north? So you got not London, right? You got north, south, east, west. I'm from North London. Which is basically where Arsenal is as well. Arsenal.
Which is the red.
Arsenal. Arsenal are by Finsbury Park. I don't know if you heard about it. Finsbury Park. It's got a station and it's like round the corner from Arsenal. And basically, I sort of live in Tottenham.
Kind of.
You know Tottenham. Tottenham the football club. Tottenham the football club, right? Is part of Tottenham the area, right? Tottenham the area. I'm from basically where Tottenham roundabout where Tottenham Stadium is, my actual house where I'm at right now. But I go to my nan's, which is in Finsbury Park, which is basically by Arsenal, like 10-minute walk from Arsenal Stadium, Emirates Stadium. But with this Tottenham thing, right? When it was called White Hart Lane, it was a big thing because the area is called Tottenham. They wanted to rename it to Tottenham Stadium and all that. So it's all a big problem. But Tottenham and Arsenal are like a 20-minute drive from each other. That's how close it is.
Okay, damn. All right, that's cool. You got like your family close by. They're all Arsenal. Well, most are Arsenal fans. So that's quite nice, man. You're in an Arsenal family. Like here, there's not a lot of Arsenal fans. Like here and there, we used to find. I think I grew up with like two. Like we used to just be in.
So what's the main sport over there?
Rugby and cricket, to be fair. But soccer is quite big. You know, it is big. We more like we got more flair soccer. You know, we try to do too many skills sometimes.
Cricket is big over here as well, but because I'm from I don't know if you know South America, Guyana, the country Guyana.
Yeah,
that's where I'm from. That's my country, right?
Okay.
But I'm Guyanese, so majority of my family all watch cricket. So like they don't watch football. Some of my family, I've got family friends that don't support they don't watch football, but they know cricket. Like everyone's West Indies over here. We're all West Indies.
Yeah.
So
I love West Indies, man. Like they're such a good cricketing team. Like wow.
Yeah.
I'm Indian, and like our parents here loved cricket as well. Like soccer was here and there we used to play, but cricket was the sport. Obviously because of India, and then like South Africa is quite good at it, and then you just watch it.
Yeah.
I grew up watching cricket, a lot of cricket. Like so I like it, but once I found soccer, I fell in love. Like when I was growing up, because I'm quite old, so when I'm like 30 something now. So when I was growing up in the 90s, World Cups were big because they didn't broadcast like leagues a lot. You know, you had to have certain kind of television to get like Premier League and the French League. And so our broadcasting wasn't like that. But all international games were shown. So, and at that time it was beautiful because you had like Ronaldo, like the original Ronaldo, Henry,
Yeah.
in their primes, playing for the international, and then Champions League will always be shown. So Champions League was, then you see everyone. And then if you want to watch Premier League, you go to a bar. So once I turned 18, yeah, that's when I started watching like week in, week out, because I could go to the bars, watch it. And then, look, I suppose watching it on telly is nice, you know, it's like you get to see the whole view, but at a live game, it's just different. So I suppose with you guys, I think you're enjoying it now because you get to see more of the tactics and more of the ball play than, you know, just screaming and shouting and just loving the instrument, you know. So I suppose it's different, but hopefully you guys go back soon, and yeah, maybe we'll keep in touch if I'm ever that side, or if you ever come. I don't know if you'll ever come to South Africa, but if you ever,
I want to visit. I want to visit.
And you know, we might host the World Cup again. You know, you never.
Hopefully.
But Dre, thanks so much. Catch DrawnByDre is the YouTube channel, eh? DrawnByDre on Instagram and YouTube. On all his, I think I'm not going to say Arsenal shows. I'm just going to say footballing shows where he chats about football, showcases fans throughout UK. You know, and then maybe I'll be there too. You never know. But
yeah, of course.
And I'm just teasing. But Dre, you take it easy. Have a good one. Thanks for joining us. It's me, Keish. It's Dre. It's GoonerCast SA. We are.